Hello everybody, today's trade got for January 12th, 2026, and today I took two trades, so one on Amazon, one on Tesla. So I'll try making this a quicker video because if it's one trade recaps 12 minutes long, imagine two. So two trades. So today was a little bit of a harder day, right? Because we had that news in the yesterday about the Federal Chairman Powell, right? So we had a strong market drop, right? But we had a very nice recovery. So in the first 5 minutes of market open, right, we can see that we're recovering price very aggressively. So I was looking for a logging name that is showing strength with the markets, and so this is a mistake I made, right? So I played QQQ, right? I mean not QQ, Amazon above pre-market high, right? And then reclaimed this order block, stop loss below this order block, and I wanted to continuation, um, but as you can see, right, like we didn't have any buyer step up fair value gap. We just instantly had a strong candle closure below your previous high, and I got stopped out. So like I got I, I got stopped out on trade very quickly. And the problem about this trade, right, is not that like I lost. The problem about this trade is like I was too focused on the higher time frame that I wasn't looking at the first 5 minutes of price action, right? The first 5 minutes says a lot, right? You want to play a name that has momentum, right? That has momentum. And this name doesn't really have momentum. Why? Because we are in our previous day's range still, but we can have momentum if we break above our previous day's range, right? So that's something I was anticipating. So I was my setup was more on anticipation, right? More predicting it rather than what price is actually doing, right? Which is a mistake. You don't want to predict price. You want to just play when price is strong, right? So I should have waited for us to break above this this previously high, retest it, right, and then show a reclaim of this high of day level, and then that would have been a better trade, right? So we had that, right? We kind of broke right here, had no reclaim, and then we instantly broke back down. Came right here, didn't even break above high day and reclaim back down. So now we know his name is Choppy for the day, right? And also, there's no point in playing this name pretty much after the first break because we have other names that are showing way more strength, right? We have AMD um bouncing aggressively off this 200 level. So AMD very strong bounce off this 200 level. Honestly, like bro, I'm actually very I'm not happy with myself because I decided to trade Amazon and it didn't work out. Well, I was also looking at AMD, right? So AMD had a very nice move. But let me talk about what happened. So after I got stopped on Amazon, right, which is over here at 846, I took my Tesla trade, right? So can't be too complaining, right? Because Tesla like was an insane trade. Like this trade, literally zero drawdown, worked out instantly. So literally saved the red streak. So what happened here? So entered right off this strong price action of this order block, right, and also this pre-market high bullish candle closure. I saw Tesla was consolidating. So let me go over here. So let me go do this. So what's happening is while we're strongly pushing up on QQ Spy, we have Tesla consolidating. So that does not look good for Tesla, right? You don't want to see something consolidating while QQ Spy pushing up to the upside, right? But QQQ and Spy made another high day again. So while QQQ and Spy are like reclaiming high day again, right? Tesla also started breaking high day, right? Strong price action. So we can see volume picking up, right? But the most important thing, right, is strong price action. So what I see here is I see us on this candle kind of come down here, right, and show bullish price action off this pre-market high, plus 5 range high, plus 90 EMA, plus aura block. So we get all those confluences plus 444 level. So we get all those confluences plus, the confluences, like, you can just name so many if you want to, but the most important thing is a strong price action, right? It's a very big candle and a very big wick showing that we have strong price action. So at this wick, at this candle closure, enter calls at this candle, stop loss below this order block, right? I don't want to see us come down anymore. Even this stop loss is just here, right? Just in case this price has come down, right? But I don't expect price to come down after we have such a strong price action candle because I want to see the momentum now just push us to the upside. So we had that, right? We instantly right entered right zero drawdown, just instantly insane move, right? Already up 20%, right? And then we had an instantly strong move, right? So this moves here, this move to here, right? Instantly, right? 80% on Tesla, right? So very insane. And so pretty much saved the red day. So I was on red. I was red on Amazon, right? So we could see, right, lost 20% on Amazon, which is pretty much a bigger loss than I usually have. And then entered pretty aggressively on Tesla, I would say, right? Because imagine taking a loss and then 3 minutes later, right, you're in our trade, right? But when the context is right and you know if the trade was good or bad, right? Then you just you enter a trade and let the system play out, right? So I knew that I entered Tesla, right? If we come down, break below its order block, then we're choppy and I'm out, right? But if we get the momentum and move up, then that's good, right? Of course, I didn't expect us to push previously had this aggressively, right? Of course, this was a TP, right? For many names, this is a TP, right? On the video, this would be the TP if you're in this name. But we hit the TP so quickly, so you can't anticipate how quickly we'll hit the TP, but you can anticipate the move you want to see, right? you can kind of see what you want the price to hold, what you want price to do, where you want to get trims at. So, you know, um, yeah, like I don't even know. Like so I'm just the market's still open. I'm still watching. I'm not taking a trade, of course, right? It's 950, but like I'm just still very disappointed in myself in this Amazon trade, right? Not that it was a bad trade, but just because like I want to see a bigger move. I won't lie. Like I know it's not a big loss or anything. I'm just kind of disappointed that I was so hung up on the higher time frame that I wasn't looking at it the first 5 minutes price action like strong enough. It's honestly I deserve this loss, right? It's a good loss to have because now like I'll stop to get the higher time frame because higher time frame is important, but you should always have higher time frame in the back of your mind, right? What comes first is the price action you see, right? And the price action that was there was not bad, but it wasn't something I would rather pick, right? Like we're holding a pre-market high, right? We're holding like market structure technically in the first 5 minutes, right? But why would you trade this while you have Nvidia pushing to the upside aggressively, pushing above its order block, right? Like AMD pushing it aggressively, right? And later on, you have like Tesla pushing above aggressively, right? Then you have Palantir pushing up aggressively, right? Like you'd rather trade those names than this. So I was for sure hung up on a hard time frame more than I was on the lower time frame, and that's just how trading is. What is RGTI doing? Okay, I was looking at this just for my other portfolio. Damn, Sen is kind of nice. Previous day high retest too, and we held it low very very nicely. This name is insane. The trader cast is pretty much over. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below. Um, I mean, still 100% winner for the entire month, right? Um, wow, that's insane, bro. That's an insane move. That's very wow. What about what's that other name? I forgot. But it's a similar microchip company, but these that's just insane, right? Like these names, these names are so volatile. You can literally trade these on options too because they're so volatile. But the problem is like you have to understand your risk and your reward because if you're wrong and you don't sell before like your stop loss, and dude, you can lose so much, right? Like if you'd entered right here, like your stop loss would have been like not even below this wick. You'd just be below a candle closure below our previously high level, right? You want to see candle closure below previous high level, you're out, right? This 384 level. But if you were wanting to play high day, right, this big aura block, which is kind of sketchy to play because look how big it is, right? Um, your risk to reward would be so trash if you bought up here, right? Because there's no support. So if you technically bought at this high of day, right, then your stop loss would have to be like literally like there's no good stop loss. Like just 5 minute range high, I guess. So I'm just watching. The trade cat's pretty much over, right? 8 minutes long. Good trade on Tesla. Decent trade, like not as good a trade on Amazon, but you'll keep getting better and better, better. Even I'm getting better and better, better. Just learning, right? But I for sure will make 2026 insane. Like this 2026 already is looking insane, but I'm looking to size up, right? I wanna size up, especially in the middle of 2026, and then that's when things will get insane, right? That's when like I'll start going crazy on like social media and YouTube because then I'll start having those like 5 figure days consistently, and then oh my god, like it'll be insane. But yeah, no one should be trading now at this point. We already had what the fuck I do. We already you have to think of like the market context, right? We already had such a big move, like in the first 5 minutes. Like we had such a big move around Spot QQ, and it's a no news Monday, so I expect it's not to consolidate, right? It's not a consolidate slash slow price action. If we do break high day, a slow grind up, right? I don't expect anything too crazy. Like so, these names are all nothing should be no one should be trading now, right? The momentum is not there, the volatility is not there, volume is low now, and yeah. So if you guys have any questions, comment down below, and be sure to subscribe and like the video. And see you in this video. Peace.